In the last demo, I showed you how to deploy an application to a GKE cluster using the kubectl CLI and some configuration files. Now let's talk about how I created those configuration files. So in my folder here, GKE Space Invaders, I have these two files, deployment.yaml and service.yaml. And again, each of those files has a configuration code that I use to deploy my application. So we can take a look at each of those text files right here. Now, in a way, I'd like to tell you that I'm so smart that I just fired up a code editor and typed those in, but that's not really the case. So let's see how I really created that. So if I go back here to the console and we go into workloads, we can deploy our app using the console. So my application is Renstrom Space Invaders version 1.0, and then I named my application Space Invaders like that. And then we could hit deploy there, but we want to deploy with configuration. So there's this little section here, configuration YAML, and I can view the YAML code, and there it is, the YAML code for my application. So just click in there and do a Command A to select all and a Command C to copy it to the clipboard, and then open up your favorite code editor, and there you go. That's the text for my deployment YAML file, so you can save that wherever you want to save it. So that wasn't so bad. Now I have to generate the YAML for the service file as well. So let's deploy this real quick, and then we'll generate the service YAML. Okay, my application has been deployed, but we need a load balancer to be able to reach it. So there's this little button here, expose, and we're going to configure that port 80 and port 80 for the target port, and the type of thing we want is a load balancer. And again, instead of clicking expose, click on the view YAML file and then copy that to the clipboard. And then in your favorite text editor, you can just paste that as well. And there's my service YAML file. Simple as that. So again, we want to deploy our Kubernetes applications using the CLI, and we want to use the automation, but we don't necessarily want to make our lives miserable typing all that code in. So use the console to help you out. And obviously, once you have it in a text file, you can go in and make some edits if you want to. Anyway, that's it. This is Doug Renstrom with ROI Training.